You strolling in here with a big smile on your face for obvious reasons.
Oh, I'm always smiling, no matter what.
Yeah, but this week you got an extra reason to smile, though. I mean, was this kind of unexpected?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whirlwind. You know, I've been fighting for a long time now, and taking this one on short notice like I did before is it's all matching up for me to change the outcome of the first one. You know, this is a chance of redemption for me.
Take us through how this all came about. When you heard that Romero was hurt, did you start making phone calls, or did they call you and say, dude, let's try this again?
Well, I got to give the underground, mixedmartialarts.com, a shout out, because right when I saw Romero was out, I posted on there. They were talking about nobody would fight Jacare, and I happened to post on there and say, I would fight Jacare again if I had the chance. And it turns out Joe Silva reads the underground, because the next morning I had a text from him saying, "Were you serious about fighting Jacare again?"
What happened when you see that text?
Well, I rolled over in bed on Saturday, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. I talked to my management and everybody. They're like, this is a chance you can't pass up. I don't understand a lot of these guys turning it down. They should be chomping at the bit to get this. He's the #1 contender. And, I think he's the #1 contender, but we got a lot of guys on this card fighting for that belt. So it's a good opportunity for me to jump the ranks.
So the fan response has been a little bit negative. We saw you tweet about it. We saw Dana's response to it as well. It's got to feel good to have Dana in your corner on this one for sure. But, convince the naysayers why this is a good idea. Obviously, it's a great idea for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's I've got everything to gain. Jacare has everything to lose. And like I said before, I don't understand why guys wouldn't take this fight. We're paid to fight. We're not paid to, collect sponsors, post on social media, this and that. Our main job is to fight. All that other stuff is extra. So when you're called to fight, you should fight. And for me, everything's upwards from here.
What's going to be different this time than what happened a couple years ago?
I'm 10 times the fighter I was a couple years ago. I felt like I was, I've been in the sport 10 years, but even a couple years ago, I still felt like I was trying to find my way. And, now I've switched up a lot of things in my camp. Our camp, Factory X in Denver, we've got, tons of big guys that are fighting on the high level that are pushing me every day. I used to walk in and be the best guy in the gym, and now, I have to fight for that. We go at it every day in the gym. And it just builds me as a fighter. It makes me have to push hard in training and sometimes overcome adversity even in the gym.
When you rolled over on Saturday, what did you weigh?
Well, luckily, I've been doing strength and conditioning now at Stedman Hawkins in Denver with Lauren Landau. And ever since I hired him, my weight stays down pretty well. Those workouts, they keep me burning. So I think I told Joe I had to go check the scale, and I think it was 202 last Saturday. I fought on March 6th was my last fight, and I didn't get hit, so I just kept training right after that. So everything stayed right in place, and it lined up perfectly for this.
Have you gone back and looked at all his fights since you guys fought the first time? And if so, have you seen any progression in what he does from the first time you guys fought? Is there anything different about what he does?
Jacare's always been good. I think I don't see a lot of progression as far as where he was a couple years ago. But I guess we'll find out on Saturday night. But I watch some of his fights, but I leave it up to my coaches. I'm not worrying about what he's going to do, and I'm just focusing on me and what I need to do.
Still, even though you're focused on you, what weapons and what are the biggest dangers that he poses that you really sort of still have in your mind? Like, I need to look out for this. Where's he the most dangerous?
Obviously, he's most dangerous on the ground. The guy's as legit as it comes. I remember when I first got into the sport watching DVDs of Jacare and techniques and stuff like that. So, he's world renowned for being on the ground. But again, I've been pushing myself, building myself up. I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu now, and I think all the tools are there for me to win.
Thought at all about what this does for you if you pull this off? I mean, you weren't supposed to be in this fight. The way things went down the first time around, people have counted you out from the get-go last Saturday. But everything changes if you pull this up. You kind of pulled up really quick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my chance to jump back up the rankings and not start from the bottom up. It's a great opportunity for me, and I think beating him puts me in the top 10, top 5.
If they give you an assurance that, hey, this isn't just a one-time deal, they cut you loose, you got your 2 wins outside, now you're back, but you're back for good now at this point, right?
Yeah, the UFC, they take care of guys. A lot of people out there complain about the pay scale and everything, but I can confirm they take care of us. They hooked me up with a new contract. The money is great. I saw some people online were saying that I was just taking a cheap check and this and that. That's not the case. Dana Dana's a fighter's guy. You know, they like guys that step up and they take care of us.
Hey, you know, when they let you go last year, they told you go out and get a couple and you'll be right back here. That's usually the case with guys with your stature.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was specifically said, but I knew it would happen. Again, I've been in this sport a long time, but I'm still young. You know, I started real young, and I feel like I've grown up in the UFC quite a bit. You know, it's been, I can't even remember when I first signed with the UFC, but I was real young.
Is there a chance that he might be overlooking you at this point, given that he fought you before, given that you're coming in on short notice? Is there a chance that he's overlooking you? And if so, what do you bring to the table that could really, you know, put a big threat to him?
You know, there's a chance he's overlooking me, but you know, Jacare's been a competitor on the highest level for a long, long time. So I like to think that he's smarter than that. You know, and he takes every fight seriously. But for me, you know, I'm a lot faster. I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. I started, like I said, doing a legit strength and conditioning program, and I think that's been a huge factor for me, as well as working on a lot of wrestling over the last year and a half, where that was always my weakness.
If you're picking an ideal scenario, how do you see it playing out Saturday?
The ideal scenario would be knocking him out in the first round, but you know, we'll see how it goes down.
Would you rather be one of those first round victory, one of those epic battles that you kind of talk about, big 3, 4, 5 round wars that people love?
Oh man,
I'd take a lot about you, but
yeah,
people remember you.
Yeah, the wars are great, but people remember big knockouts too, and quick victories, especially when I'm the underdog. So for me, I'd like to get in, get out as fast as I can with that win, and come out untouched and move on to another fight and take another fight right away. I just enjoy fighting, so I don't want to sit out too long.